The closing of the border, Colombia and Panama, has triggered a humanitarian crisis in Urabá, where many Cubans, Haitians, Africans, and Asians want to continue their way to USA or Central America. Asiel Ramon said to Semana magazine that he and his family had sold their house in Cuba, and that his mother, who worked in Brazil, had saved much money for beginning to try to return to Cuba. He told Semana that the closing of the border of the Panama and Colombia was a problem because he and his family didn't have money for buying food and sleeping in hotel. The Brazilian president was removed from power for 6 months. In the meantime, his position will be held by former Vice President Michael Temer. In the interview, Rousseff said that she will fight every day, every minute, against the impeachment. That is a real coup d'etat on her position. Also, WikiLeaks said that Temer was a USA intelligence informant through the embassy in Brazil. The final game of Europa League, which is the second most important of Europe, the teams Sevilla from Spain and Liverpool played during 90 minutes. The score was 3-1, winning Sevilla from Spain. Coquette said to Bein Sports magazine that they had suffered a lot in the season. They had lost important players because of different injuries that were the worst of about soccer, and that today they had to fight for their own and what the team had done. Last weekend, the soccer player Elkin Soto played the last match with the team -05. The Sultan suffered a cruciate ligament injury at the closing of the 2015 season. Elkin Soto said to Nuevo Estadio magazine that he wanted to return to Manizales, so he could finish his career with Once Caldas.
Our driveway snowed in.
Old Man Winter!
That's right. I fill your driveways with ice and snow. What are you going to do about it? Nothing. That's what. Stop.
Mr. Plow!
Get out, you lousy season. All right, I'm going. My head hurts. I have to lie down for a while.
Yay!
Hello, I'm Mr. Plow. Are you tired of having your hands cut off by snow blowers and the inevitable heart attacks that come with shoveling snow?
Uh-huh.
Then call Klondike 5 3226. Call now and receive a free t-shirt. He could still surprise you.
But I'm a real tightwad. Can I afford this remarkable system?
Absolutely. My prices are so low, you'll think I've suffered brain damage.
You are fully bonded and licensed by the city, aren't you, Mr. Plow?
Shut up, boy. So remember, call Mr. Plow. That's my name. That name again is Mr. Plow. Well, John Q. Driveway has our number. Now we play the waiting game.
Dollar have had a career on the rise and is well located in 3,028 pesos. Portafolio say this new. This week, the news have spoken about the changes of dollar. They say that the oil price had been bad, it was devastating for the Colombian peso's devaluation. They say that the dollar will have a behavior on the rise and then the Colombian was descending if the government didn't act. The Republic Bank said that they had activated the volatility control mechanisms to save the Colombian pesos. The economists cite Colombia will have a bad perspective in international trade if the control mechanisms didn't effective. Panama Papers. The DI found a lot of number of Colombian companies with accounts in Panama banks. Semana cited this news the last week. The last week, Semana News cited that the Colombian companies had been to save their secret accounts in Panama banks, and that the accounts was used for the hide illegal resource. Santiago Rojas is the giant director, and he said for these mediums that they had searched names in Panama banks to know their investments. Santiago Rojas said that the DIAN had hired a firm financial investigators to look the Colombian money in Panama. They opened an investigation in Colombia to all companies related. They commented that Colombian companies had created fictitious companies and they used to do this to avoid taxes. Example that, say Santiago Rojas, was Colombian company set 400 million for a sale to Panama company. And next, Panama company said that it was for 800 million. We want to know about it, said the DIAN director. He said the Colombian companies involved was using the medium to increase spending and justify money infused to the country. In the finished part of the interview, he said it's to use. Uber began testing of this autonomous car in Pittsburgh. The Time News said it's for use. The company's Uber said that they was showing the world to the new ideas about it. Driving in the city streets. The car is a hybrid Ford Fusion. The car will have the mission of collect and map the information of the city. They said the expert drivers was in the passenger side while the car was in auto driver. They think that the objective of this invention is to save human lives in accidents. The reporter cited to the Uber recently had done an alliance with Google and Ford. William Pedulto is a Pittsburgh majority, and he said that they was excited with the Uber decision and they had chosen the Steel City to explore new technologies that can improve the lives of people.
Another billionaire is broke. C. Montgomery Burns has lost his entire fortune, estimated at $3 billion.
Sorry, Coke.
Pope Francisco is studying the possibility that women can baptize and marry. He said that it was a proposal that had not been successful along the time. and that women should be to take into account for decisions of the church, and for years women had asked for a change. WL News spoke with some ordinary people about this decision, and there are agree and disagree points about it.
I think it's an excellent idea. Always in the world has excluded women in various aspects and as well as in politics and education. Women are really involved. It is a time to do in terms of religion. Also, we can speak of a world that is exist if the church still women excluded.
I think that women should not be involved in matters of the church, because it's a custom that men handle the church, because men represent Jesus, considering that the first priest was Peter, and hasn't been proven in that women participate.
This issue has been controversial in all parts of the world. We were talking with Dr. Claps. According to Dr. Claps, what more matters when people put those photos in their social networks is the acceptance by their friends, praise and expression of admiration. And if that isn't received, self-esteem begins to fall and people feel less valued, sad, and based on how we look. It goes far beyond physical appearance. A few days ago, one of the most acknowledged celebrities in the acting world, Sofia Vergara, visited Cartagena to record a TV commercial, after she and her friends went to one of the most exclusive clubs in the city, but that ended in a fight, because according to the owner of the club, she had taken photos with people, too many. People hadn't finished to take photos with her when suddenly she didn't want to have photos, because she had felt so tired, and the inconvenience started. Our reporter William, he is with one of the fans that were that night in the club. William, what is the version that...
Yes. Good night, lady. Yes, but apparently the fight was Sofia Vergara started because someone who surpassed her. This is Leonard, one of her fans.
Hi people. I would like to clarify this situation. I love it, Sofia Vergara. She's my favorite actress. That night I am on her side. Sofia Vergara was in the club and staff began to touch her, and Sofia Vergara was very furious, and he started that fight with the people and he very people. But no one knew who that jerk was.
Good night, lady. Night.
Come here, baby. You know you tie me up a wall, the way you make good for all the nasty checks you pull. What, you gonna get quiet on me now? She got a gun.
And talking about rock and roll concerts, Aerosmith will have their last show in the world, and Colombia is in the list of countries that they will visit. They are going to be playing in Simón Bolívar's Park on September 29 of this year. Tuoleta, official seller of the tickets of the concert, said that although the pre-sale tickets had been already sold, those people would need to be follow of normal sales of tickets, and that they believe that those tickets would be sold very fast along this month. So I leave you with one of the most famous songs of this rock band. Thank you.